sitting here with two beautiful girls.
Hey guys, I'm V.
What's going on, everybody? Tiara the Diva.
And we have some great topics for you guys today. So, our first topic of today is how much does your family have an influence over your life choices? So, what you guys think about that? How much y'all be telling about y'all business to y'all family and friends?
So I think my family has quite a bit of influence over my life choices, just because I think that they've helped mold my life choices. So, I mean, not all family members I care to listen to, but I do think they have a huge influence over me and my life choices.
What about you, Tiara the Diva?
I think that we don't realize it sometimes, but your family has a really big influence over your life choices. As much as we may, like, while growing up, we may be like, oh, I could take it or leave it or whatever, I'm not listening. But some of the things that they say to us kind of ring as we get older, and you don't realize it till you get older that, dang, my family had such an influence on some of the things that I do in my life now.
And we're a part of our environment. So
yes.
A lot of things or traits that you might see your parents do, you realize later on down the line, whether you liked it or you didn't, you're picking up pieces of it.
Yeah.
So sometimes you don't think it's an influence, but later on down the line when you get older, you're influenced by it, whether it's good or bad.
That's very true.
What about you, Miss Kia?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. I feel like every time I'm about to make a choice, and I think that I have like this really bad habit. I've learned to stop doing it, but I have to call somebody and be like, what do you think about this? What do you think? And then whether it's good or bad, it's kind of like it's stuck in my mind like, okay, well, she doesn't think, it's a good decision for me to do X, Y, and Z. So maybe I shouldn't go down that route. And I could have been like extremely excited about it, but somebody else may not think it's a good, idea for me. So I changed my whole, thought process about it. So I do believe that your friends and family have a really big influence over all the choices that you make in life. So sometimes it's kind of like important to maybe keep some of those things to yourself, maybe pray about it or something, because sometimes it could be God telling you to move on something, and it's not really for everybody. So you kind of got to just do what you got to do.
I agree.
So that actually brings me to my next question. How much do you think you should share with like your friends and your family? So do you think if you have certain secrets or things that are really close to you, is sometimes you really need somebody to confide in, or sometimes there's something positive happening in your life. How much of that do you share, and who do you share that with? Like, when is it okay?
Oh, gosh. When something big is about to happen, I think I'm extremely excited. So before I got married, it was always my best friend and my sister and my mom. Those are my like go-to people. This is about to happen. I got to tell them. But now that I'm married, my husband is like the first order of business, and then everybody else. I still have an extremely like close relationship with everybody, but I feel like, he has to know before everybody knows.
That's a good point, yeah.
And it depends on what it is, because everything you can't just go to a man for. You need, like,
your
girl.
Mom or your family,
so, if I'm talking to my sister, and it's like, da-da-da-da just happened. So, I immediately tell her. And it depends on the content. Because some things is, it's for Tiara. Some things is for Vanessa. So, it really does depend on what it is. What y'all think?
What about you?
So,
I mean, because you're in a married state too,
So my mom used to always tell me that be careful what you share with people. And so I guess as I'm getting older, like, I didn't realize it earlier on, but like you said, you could be so excited about something, but you have somebody in the background literally praying against what you're excited about. And so sometimes it's just best to keep things quiet. I do think it's obviously your husband or your spouse. Definitely share it with them, because you guys are in the same household. You kind of work together and do things together. But with regards to friends and family, I think if you have those one or two key people, that you can really trust, it's okay. And even with that, you still got to be reserved in what you share.
Yeah.
But I just think sometimes you have to keep it to yourself. Because people, you don't know what people's intentions are, and you might be happy about something and they're not.
And you want to share it sometimes, like when it's actually happening. Because if you share it before, you know, it happens sometimes, it may not work out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's important.
I'm the type, I guess, I only share it with my sister or my mom if I'm doing something. As far as like the best friend thing, I do have my best friends, but it's not always one of those things that I want to bring up as a topic of discussion. So I kind of keep a lot of things that I'm doing behind the scenes to myself until I can show you better than I can tell you type of deal, you know?
Yeah, because you don't want to be one of those people like, oh, Tiara says she gonna do this, but it don't happen. Vanessa always talking about this, but it hasn't happened. So I guess it is kind of like important to keep those things that are important to you, like
To you.
Yeah.
That's true.
Or whatever.
That's very true.
So, brings me to another topic.
Okay.
With ourselves, do you all feel like with your past and your present, would you date yourself from your past?
Hell no! No. Wouldn't even think twice.
Girl, I came a long way. I would
Honey,
absolutely say.
if you came a long way, what you think I came? No, I would not. Not at all. I was just young. I was dumb. I was ignorant. I was naive. I was loud. I was rowdy. I was just all over the place. As you get older, you calm down. You think more. You're a little more wiser. You tone it down some. You have kids. Just totally different. You have a different vision, a different mindset. No, absolutely. I wouldn't even be friends with my old self. No.
That's tough.
No.
Your friends though. What about you, T?
No.
You're a nice person, so I would date you now in your own self.
I mean, my old self, I'm gonna be honest, like, I was, like you said, young and
You
dumb.
was a savage. I don't know.
And I was. I had no remorse for people's feelings, especially men. I did not. So, no, I wouldn't date my old self. I'm going to be honest. But my new self and where I am in my life today, because like you said, we get older. We learn a lot of things from the mistakes that we've made in our past. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't even know about my new self some days. Hold on.
I question it. Because I feel like some of the old stuff trying to come out.
Right, every now and then I'm like, don't hold it together. Hold it together, not now. But I do think that I've grown into womanhood, and I know how to make decisions better. So now I think I am a good product. Like I'm like well put together. But then, no, like Vanessa said, I was very naive, and I think I was angry. Like certain things happened in my life, and I think I just was angry, I guess, about it or whatever. And I think that made me treat men poorly. Or either, well, friends.
What about your friend?
I think, all right, so not saying that, I don't know if that's out there, like the whole daddy issue thing, but I think when women grow up a certain way, they kind of look for things in men and stuff, and if they're not getting it or they're not, I guess, spoiled or something by that person, then it causes you to react differently towards them. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I will say this. For those who are fathers out there, make sure that you are present in your children's life. Because
especially your daughters.
Absolutely. It plays a very, very big part in their lives when they get older. And like a big impact. So
and you don't realize things until you are an adult. Or for those who, are suffering through issues, who didn't go through a period where they had, their father or somebody in their life, and then they have to seek counsel because they keep making bad choices when it comes to men and things like that. So I think that's really important.
And just to touch on what you said, I know especially for me, I was always angry. I don't know why I was so angry, and it wasn't until I got older. Shut up, Tiara. It wasn't until I got, and when I say angry, not only with my friends, I was always the aggressor. You know, with my friends, maybe in some relationships, and it wasn't until I got a little older and started maturing a little bit, and just started having kids, that you start circling back on some of your past. So maybe you look at, you know, your parents. You know, was my dad present? Why wasn't he present? What were the dynamics? You start looking at cultural experiences. You know, so for me, I have a cultural background. My parents were not born in the United States, so you start looking at how they were raised, and you know, so maybe you picked up some traits here and there. So I just kind of feel like as you get older, you explore some of the negative things in your younger self, and then you try to think about, okay, well, how can I fix this, or you know, just get better. So
agreed. I totally agree. I think that, you know, with all that being said, we can all come to the decision that we would not date our older selves at all.
Little Nikki has some issues.
Little Nikki.
Luckily, we have overcome that, and we are better people now to ourselves and to others. So, you know, that's always a blessing.
Yeah.
We absolutely grew.
Good stuff.
It is. So, do you guys have anything else on your mind that you want to talk about?
I think that wraps it up.
Right. So, I think that you guys need to comment below and let us know, would you date your old self, and start some type of conversation with us. We would love to hear from you.
And also, how much should you share with your friends and families? You know, what secrets do you keep to yourself, and what's okay to share?
And also, make sure that you click that subscribe button below, so that every time we send out a new episode, that you'll receive that notification. So please make sure you subscribe. So as of now, ladies, I guess we can wrap this up, and we'll tune into next week to the Pillow Talk Lounge. Same bat time, same bat channel.